Hey kids, Mr. Glenn here. Hope you are well. Now, we're going to the next level, which is sort of layer effects. Okay, and layer effects are great little creative tools for us to go and change things per layer. And it allows us to do things with text, especially if you want to go and create something simple like a thumbnail for YouTube or something like that. Because generally the things like that, they need like a white outline on the text so that the text can stand out. Or you have a black outline if your text is yellow or something like that, but it means you can go and change the colors of the outlines really quickly. The same with if you've got an object in there in the layer, like a picture or something, and you want to go and add like a glow or an outline to that, but you don't want like a harsh outline, you just want a nice glow. And of course you can change all the colors to that. So we're going to look at these for glows, shadows and outlines. So let's go and take a look at what we've got. So I'm going to go into our artwork, which is what we had at the end of the basic level, and you can see that I've changed the word microphone, and I've changed it, so I've changed the color slightly, so because it's become sort of quite a dark kind of dystopia, if you like, and it's that kind of style. So I just used my magic wand tool, and I hold down shift, and I'm able to go and select different things inside my microphone layer, and I change the color by selecting things and holding down shift, selected it all, changed the color, and I was able to go and paint sort of freely with a gradient, just like we did in the basic level, right? So I just did that, and I changed the sort of the style of the writing, and essentially did that. So done, selected that, got my selection tool, went and used my my arrow, and I went to go and arrange the letters so that you can still see the word microphone behind the building. Great, so far so good. However, it's still missing some things that you'd see on like an album cover or something like that. It's a bit plain, isn't it? That background at the moment still looks a little bit sort of plain. We probably want an image in there, maybe some fire or something in there. We can put that in instead. But we want to go into layer effects. So what we're going to do first is in our group layer, which is our building layer, we're going to go and change this so it's got a glow to it. And I'm going to go to my FX here, and when I go to my FX I get this window here. It's called layer effects, and you can see that you can go and turn things on. So I've got boss and bevel and emboss. If I want to go and put like a level to it, I can go and put an outline to it of any kind. I can go and put 3D effects, inner shadow, inner glow, color overlay, so I can start to put different colors over the top. So just like you had the gradient, you can start to change the colors over the top. You can experiment with these, of course. Outer glow, which is what we're going to have a look at, and an outer shadow, which is kind of like a darker set rather than the light, and then a Gaussian blur. So I'm going to put an outer glow on here. I'm going to choose my color. I'm going to choose any color I want. In here, I want white for this section, and I've got my intensity at 50%, and then my radius and opacity. So you've got different modes, okay, as to how it sort of comes out, and you can experiment with any of these. Once you put the gradient in, you can go and experiment with any of those to see just how it works. And then you just go through them like this, and it chooses one for you. So I'm going to choose screen, and then I'm going to start to pull my radius up like this, and as I pull it up slowly like that, you can start to see that glow is starting to sort of appear at the back of the building, and it gives it sort of just that kind of power, you know, and it sort of sticks to the page. Now it's starting to sort of come alive a little bit. My microphone is starting to look a little bit sort of hidden in there, so I could pull the building down a little bit like this. But unfortunately, I'm going to put the effects over my pixel. So what I might need to do is just go and pull my microphone up slightly, so I can still see the word microphone in there, like so. That'll do me. And then I can, on my microphone, because I want that to stand out, what I want to do is go to my layer here, go to my layer effects, and this time go to an outer glow, and this time keep it white so that it pops on the page. In fact, what I might do is go and change it into black. Let's see what it does then. Let's just go and close that for a second. Let's see what's happening with my outer glow. Let's go to the microphone, layer effects, outer glow, and then start to see what's happening with my It's not pulling it up. However, what I'm going to do is go to my home layer this time. I'm going to go and put that as white, and because I want that to sort of pop. And what I want really is not the glow on it at all. I'm going to go to my microphone and put an outline on it. So I'm going to go to the FX. This time I'm going to put an outline on the outside. So I'm going to use my outline button over here, and then I'm going to go and change that into black perhaps. Strangely, that is not applying my effects to it. Right, resetting my layer is actually going to help. So let's go back into this. Let's go back to my effects. Put on my outline, and then I want it black. And let's go and turn that up. That's more like it. That's giving it that kind of roughness. That's really sort of going to make it look better. And then my home, I want to go into my home, and inside my home text I want a white outline on that. So go to my effects, go to my outline, change that into white, and so those letters are going to be sort of all bubbled up. And then let's go into the radius on that one and bring that one up there, so that it all stands out and gives it a bit more pizzazz. Now that's all well and good. I mean, really, for us, that's pretty okay. It's something simple that we can all do. We can apply a glow, we can apply an outline to our text. It makes it stand out and really sort of, you know, come alive. So I'll let you have a go at that. Go into the layer, go into your effects, go into either outline or glow depending on which part you want, and then change the colors, and then also go and experiment with these. As you can see, they start to give a completely different effect as you go through them. Okay, so as always, good luck.